Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 8, Episode 1 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town, and today we get our Champions League campaign properly underway in the second qualifying round against Norwegian champions Molde. So we'll show both legs of that tie today, and hopefully we'll find ourselves with a nice comfortable win and into the third qualifying round. Now, I thought we'd start with the new season by having a quick update of the club as a whole. And this is where we stand right now. We're obviously a professional team. We have been for a few seasons now. We're a 2-star reputation club. Finances are secure. I am the manager. Ewan Dixon, of course, is club captain. Rhys Williams is still the vice captain. The key player is the one kid that we have signed on loan for this year, Tommy Dudzinski. Now, there was a question in the comments from Groundhopper. That doesn't have a second nationality. So you thought Hungarian, I thought Polish. He's just English. So there we go. And the hot prospect is, of course, our record signing Jake O'Halloran, who we paid £500,000 for last episode in the transfer special to get him in from Reading. So that is sort of as we stand there. General information. I am our legend of the club, which is very, very nice with Colin Catton. Ryan Sears is in the icon status now with Rhys Williams. Buston Brew, who of course has now left the club. Ryan Burke and Denny Gosset back at the club as a coach. A very, very poor coach, but a coach nonetheless. He is also in the favoured personnel category now. A quick look at the finances. Obviously, transfer window is still open, but we're not looking too bad in that sort of situation there. We've got 10 million to spend, and we've still got a lot of money on wages that we're probably not going to spend because I don't think we can afford to. Quick update of what do we want to have a look at here? At overview, we can see all the trophies that we've won there. Of course, we've been responsible for all of those Premier League titles, for 4 of the Welsh Cups, for both the Iron Brews, and I think for all 4 of the League Cups. Maybe there was 1 or 2 of those. No, we have been responsible for all of those as well. So we've definitely filled up the trophy cabinet while we're here. A quick look at the records. We can see that we equaled our record points tally last season. Didn't quite get across the line in that one. Most league wins, I think we equaled that last season as well with 30. Of course, we played 32 games, so that's a pretty good record. I wonder if we can maybe do the all-green season at some point and win 32 of 32. We do, of course, if we have a look down here, highest attendance was that last season, I think, against Real Madrid, which is nice. The biggest win was 2 seasons ago in the Welsh Cup third round, the 8-0. Our biggest defeat was that game away to Liverpool, our first year in the Champions League, 6-0. Let's hope we never beat that. Hopefully that is now a record there to stay. Transfer records, we did, of course, that $500,000 for Jake O'Halloran is a record. Record transfer received is the 1.6 we got for Gretterson about this time last year. So that is the record there. Now, of course, we can see here all the player records. Now, Buston Brew's 69 goals is currently the league record. Damien Allmark, coming into this season in the league, has 56 goals. So that doesn't take a mathematician to work out. 14 goals this season in the league, and he will have that record. He has 99 games for the club. The appearance record is 225, so a little ways to go there. And of course, we can see he did break goal scoring records last year, single season records for goals in the league and just in general. We'll see if he can get those records for this season. And of course, the sequences, 15 games won in a row. And of course, we lost our last game of last season, didn't we, in the league? So that's going to be a reset that record. Matches without losing, 29 is the record there from a few seasons ago. I mean, really, to get these, we have to be out of Europe because it's difficult for us to win games in Europe. Matches lost in a row with 3. Let's hope we don't break that. Matches without winning is also 3. And matches without scoring is 2. So we score goals, which is good. And most games without conceding 9. Could we get to 10? Did we do that last year? No, that must have been the year before. We always just seem to ship silly goals here and there in the league. But anyway, that is the state of the club as it stands. Let's go back now and have a look at what we're up against here in Molde. Now, they are the favourites for this one, which is always a little bit concerning, but everyone underestimates us. They always do. We don't know too much about them. I don't have the Norwegian league loaded up. We can see that they lost away from home to Tirassol last time up. They did obviously win on aggregate. They won the first leg 2-0. So the fact that they only just snuck past makes me think maybe we're a chance here. Hopefully we're a chance. We should be able to beat them. This is how they played at home, so we maybe suspect that's how they'll come out against us here. And this is a team that we're sending out. It's not too many debuts here. I did a few debuts in the second leg against the last game in the sort of the first leg, and we saw that we got absolutely spanked in that one. So it's going to be Rima Miles going in goal. I'll show you all the players for the first game of the season so you can kind of see how they're all developing. Left back is going to be Mullenstein for this one. Burke is still coming back from his broken leg, and again, he played the second leg last time out, didn't do very well. So Mullenstein gets the start. It's going to be Swifty and Gosney that get the start at the centre of defence for us. They've been relatively good for us in Europe. Well, they've been brilliant for us in Europe. And Sears is still the right back until we can get somebody better in. We're going to go with Sam York in midfield. He gets the start with Ryan Murphy as well. Again, we've got Dudzinski on the bench. He's just not quite fit. And Jackman as well, the striker that we signed. Again, match fitness is they're new to the club. They're not quite getting themselves they're still getting themselves up to speed, I should say. Callum Connolly gets the start down the right wing. He's been a really good player for us, of course, the academy kid. Ewan Dixon, club captain, goes as a number 10. And Adam Maurice, he's going to start out wide on the left for us. Damien Allmark goes up top. He got some goals for us in the first leg in Europe in the first round. Let's hope he does the same thing here. We do have, of course, Jackman on the bench. We'll try and give him a debut if things are going well. And, of course, our winger, Matteo Martin, who looks quite good, but again, played him in the second leg of the last tie, and he was absolutely horrid. So let's hope that, let's hope we don't have a repeat here. All right, and here we go, and they are lining up a little bit more defensively than I was anticipating there. That wasn't something that we saw from them against Tirassol, so they're giving us respect. Gomez says, tell the team to pick up where they left off. Let's go out there and cause an upset, boys. Some calm, we have faith, and let's hope we get some away goals here. And here we go. Of course, this is massive for our season as a whole. If we can get, well, obviously the further into the Champions League we can get, the better. But if we get back to that group stage, get that money again, then that just about sets us up for the rest of the series, then I would say. Here we go with Connolly getting forward. Can we get a nice early away goal? He's found Murphy in space. He goes across to Mullenstein. Can he get across into the box? He can. Allmark's there. Loses out the header. Murphy back down to Sears. Sears, a good ball for Connolly. Can he pull it back? We've got men in the middle. It's there. It's Dixon. And Ewan Dixon sticks it away. 30-odd seconds into the time. We already have an away goal. A wonderful, wonderful start from Bala Town. Callum Connolly with the cross. Dixon with the bullet header. And, well, long may this continue. Good ball by Connolly and Dixon. Oh, it's a cracking header. Goalkeeper, no chance. Allmark in the vicinity, but I'm going to assume he got a call from Dixon there. And that's a perfect start to the game. 100% possession as well. That's what you like to see. And if we can keep going in this mold, then we will beat Molde, basically. I did ask the board about expanding or a new stadium. They don't want to do it. Basically, we don't have big enough attendances yet. One thing I would really like to be able to do is host our own European games instead of having to go to Wrexham. But as things stand right now, that's not really possible. Oh, Connolly gets the goal as well. We're 2-0 up, 14 minutes in, and that's a little bit soft from their point of view, but we'll take it. Amazing, amazing stuff. We'll demand a little bit more, but I'm almost going to say, with 2 away goals on the board, that's maybe tie done. I'd certainly back us to see it out from here. And certainly, if that's the way they're going to defend, we're going to score a lot more goals before this tie's finished as well. A second goal of the season for Callum Connolly, and he's really looking good. The only concern I have with him maybe is mentally, if he's going to develop. And technically, he's one of those, he's got sort of the basic winger attributes. So I think he'll always be a useful player for us, certainly in the league, just getting up and down, being able to cross, dribble and finish. With his pace and whatnot, but yeah, whether he's going to become a sort of an out-and-out star for us, time will tell. Here we go with Murphy. Murphy, there's a good ball for Allmark, and Allmark is offside. Really good finish across the goalkeeper there, but how offside was he? He was a little ways offside. So there we go. One thing, of course, this will allow us to do, if we can maybe get 1 or 2 more goals, is in the second half, just give some debuts to those attacking players and just help them settle into the club. We'll give them some praise. 5 minutes to go before the break. Goal kick forward. We get to that with Mullenstein. Mullenstein comes forward. Keeps possession there despite the attempted tackle. York in for Murphy. There it is for Dixon. Dixon turns. It's there for Callum Connolly. And straight through the goalkeeper again. It is now 3-0. And, well, this will be, we can make some changes at half-time, I think. We'll keep the teams, these guys that are on the field now, we'll keep them sort of fresh for the second leg. But we do need to start and get Matteo Martin Dudzinski and Jackman up to speed. And this is a perfect opportunity to go and do that. Another good finish by Callum Connolly. And, well, I mean, you love to see it, don't you? Excellent stuff. We've absolutely destroyed them this first half. Can we get a fourth before the break? Adam Maurice. It's decent. It's in a good spot. And Gosney. No, it's Callum Connolly with the hat-trick. Oh, go on, son. Amazing, amazing stuff. A European hat-trick for Callum Connolly. And, well, what's the record? The record is 4, isn't it, for Bostonbrew in a European game? Or actually, the record is just 4 in both European and in the league. We've seen Bostonbrew get it first in both situations, but we've seen Allmark equal it in the league. Oh, and Allmark goes down. And do we let Callum Connolly take the penalty? No, we probably shouldn't. We don't want to falsely inflate the record, but we've never seen somebody get to 5 goals. Maybe I should let him take it. I feel like a dick now. But Murphy sticks away a penalty. It's 5-0 at the break. A first goal of the season for Ryan Murphy. And yeah, well, now Callum Connolly has a chance, as I said. He needs 2 goals in the second half. And he will become a club record holder at, with goals scored in a game. Here we go. We're not done yet. Could we get 6 before the break? Dixon has the ball now. He beats the tackle. Callum, there, shoot Callum. Shoot Callum. It's not quite there for him. York, back for Murphy. Back to York. What are we going to do here? Murphy, look at the space we have in wide areas. It's Maurice. Can he keep it in? He just about can. Back post for Callum Connolly. It's towards the back post. It's there for Murphy. And that'll do it for the first half. A stunning, stunning display of football by Bala Town in the first half. And, well, that's going to be a nice, big, passionate, well done, boys. Keep that going. And we will make these changes at halftime. We're going to bring on Matteo for Maurice. We're going to bring on, Dudzinski's a little bit tired still. And we'll bring on Jackman for Allmark, which is harsh. But it needs to happen. I want to try and get him used to playing as a target man on support. So we'll do that. And then we might look to bring Dudzinski on later on in this second half. Martin, we need to see a lot more from you, mate. You were terrible last time out. And Jackman, just forget you're a Birmingham City player. And we've confused him. Expect the performance. That's not what I wanted to say. I was trying to take the pressure off him. I've done the wrong thing there. But there we go. Hopefully he'll forgive me for that. Let's give him some praise and see if we can go out there in this second half and continue the goal scoring. How often do you see it, though? It doesn't quite always work out like that. Mullenstein with a throw for Dixon. In there for Matteo Martin. Crosses it in for Callum Connolly. Oh, he does have 4. All right, this record is on. A 5th goal of the season for Callum Connolly. It's 6-0. The second leg is really a non-event now, isn't it? But it's 6-0, and Callum Connolly now needs 1 goal to break a club record. Oh, the goalkeeping's horrible. It really is, but you've got to be in the right spot to get the goals, and he's certainly doing that so far. Amazing, amazing performance by Callum Connolly, and it makes you wonder, he could end up being a Champions League record holder here. Messi got 5, didn't he? I think, or did he get 6? I think Messi's record is 5. Could we see more? A good ball down the line there for Matteo Martin. Connolly's at the back post. Is this the moment? He goes back to Mullenstein. Back for Murphy. Blocked away. Murphy for Sears. Can he get it? Ball down the line. Connolly has it now. Shoot, mate. No, it's hacked clear. And is Molde going to come away with it? They've beaten the tackle there. A lunging tackle as well. We're getting back very quickly. And, I mean, to be honest, they look quite a poor team, don't they? They look slow. They look disorganised. Jackman. Oh, and Ricky Jackman gets himself a debut goal. Well done to him. That's what we like to see. And it is now 7-0. And what we might look to do in this second leg to keep everybody's interest is we'll just completely change the team. We'll play a lot of guys that we wouldn't have seen before. We'll do it that way, I think. And that way, hopefully, it'll still be an interesting tie for you guys to watch. But this has been really, really good. Callum Connolly, I really want him to get this record. Can he get it now? Gosney's there. Matteo Martin now gets himself a goal as well. Not a debut goal for him because he did start, as I said, the second game of the previous tie. But a first goal for him. Gosney with the assist. It's 8-0. And I'll tell you what, the club record, we just saw that was 8-0, didn't we? So we've equaled that. Can we now go and break a club record in Europe? That would be something, wouldn't it? Everybody's just about onside. I think actually the man in the middle there was off, but he wasn't involved in the play, so that's fine. Do we bring Dudzinski on. Let's give him a game here as well. Let's get him on for Ryan Murphy, perhaps. I think that's where we want him. Ideally, I want to use him out in sort of wide right area, but I want Callum Connolly to try and get this record, as I said, so we'll leave him on, even though he's essentially dead out there. Oh, come on, boys. I should have let him take the penalty. We'll give him some praise, and let's see what becomes of this. Connolly has it now. Shoot, mate. That goes back for Sears, for Dudzinski. First we've seen of him in a Bala shirt. Crosses it there for Mullenstein. Back in for Martin. Mullenstein's on the overlap. He finds him. Back post. Cross to the back post. Where's Callum Connolly? It's middle. It's Jackman. It's bouncing around, and Ricky Jackman has another. And that is a Bala Town club record, 9-0. This is absolutely incredible. 9-0 in Europe, away from home as well, and we've set a club record. Amazing, amazing stuff. What a start to the season this is for us. Mullenstein gets the ball in. Jackman, second time of asking, sticks it away, and I tell you what, this is going to send shockwaves around Europe, isn't it? Absolute shockwaves. Here we go again. Can we get to 10 now? Oh, we're so close. Very attacking, boys. Push forward. Do something. No, we can't quite get there, but 9-0. What a performance. Callum Connolly with 4 of them. Jackman off the bench with 2. We're going to have to say don't get complacent, but that was very, very good. Bala Town on cloud 9. Not joking around with that performance, are we? Some more debuts done, which is excellent. Callum Connolly was the star. 4 goals, 1 assist, 8 dribbles as well. A wonderful, wonderful performance. Guys, as I said, wait right there. We'll be back for the second leg. We might have some signings as well because the transfer window is still open. We'll get a first look at our record signing and we'll change the team right up. So you'll see some new players for the second leg. Okay, welcome back. Now, before we get to the second leg, there's a few sort of odds for the start of the new league season. We can see here top young player. Dudzinski is the heavy favourite ahead of Callum Connolly and Kieran Topley. So we have 3 of our boys in the top 3 of the predicted odds, I guess, for your best young player. That's Kieran Topley if you haven't seen him for a little while. There's more, though, because we can see for top player in the league, Dudzinski is top of that as well, ahead of Jackman and Matteo Martin. So we've got the top 3 in the voting for there as well. And as far as top goal scorers go, we've got the top 2 in that as well. Damien Allmark is the favourite to retain that trophy from last year that he won, of course, with his 27 league goals. Dixon is second in the voting there, and Callum Connolly is there as well, up in 25-1. So we're looking good there in terms of, well, you'd expect us to be really, but in terms of having the best players in the league. Now, we know what we're expecting here. We're not going to waste too much time sort of previewing it. We're 6-4 favourites. You imagine that that's quite good odds considering what we did to them in the first leg. This is the team that we're sending out, and as I said, we are changing things up. So it's going to be Hein in goal. A first look at him, I think, for our Estonian goalkeeper. Bork, we're going to give him some match fitness to help him, again, come back from that broken leg. He's going to play left back. And here's a first look at O'Halloran in the centre of our defence, our record transfer signing. He's going to play next to KDH and Jenkins. I still can't get another right back in, so we'll give Jenkins a game here and see how he does in Europe. McGonigal's going to play as a deep-lying playmaker in this one. He gets lots of assists. Actually, let's play him as a box-to-box. Let's keep him with what he knows. He's going to get a start in this one in Europe with Dudzinski getting a start next to him. Let's hope our wonder kid puts on a display for us. Ap Gareth down the right, because I know you like to see him play. A first look on the channel at Daniel Owens, another of the young academy projects coming through. So we're going to play him in the number 10 role with Matteo Martin getting a first start out there on the left. And Jackman, he gets the start up top. We'll see how we go here. I want to have a quick look at Marcus Baker as well in the second half. Another of the young academy kids. We're really, really well served in wide right areas. So we'll give him a game if Ap Gareth sort of is below what we expect. So there we go. We can see the way that they're coming out for this one. It's not going to make any difference because we're surely not going to lose by more than 9 goals. Let's maybe give it an assertive. The first leg means nothing now. Go out there. Make sure we win this one. Some calm. We have faith in Mr. Ap Gareth. And let's get out there. And let's see how we do. It's going to be good to see some of the youngsters, the young academy kids getting a taste of Europe here. A lot of them did play in the second leg of the last tie. And didn't do themselves any justice, to be honest. But Matteo Martin's got himself a bit of a bruised knee there. But that was away from home as well, so you'd like to think that we'll put up a better performance here. And then we've got a few stars in there with them as well. So Dudzinski, be interesting to see how he goes, sort of starting to gel into the team. Hopefully this isn't just going to be a 0-0 damp squib of a game and we've sort of wasted everybody's time coming back for the second leg. But flick on there, Jenkins hacks it clear. As I said, I am still looking for a right back to come in and become sort of the first choice in place of Ryan Sears, and then have Sears be back up. Oh, Dazinski lashes at one, just past the post though. But yeah, no such luck really on that front yet. There's guys that are good that we can, but they don't want to join us. So I actually made a bid. I think we're pushing up towards £2 million. Ap Gareth is there, and Ap Gareth can't find the back of the net. Yeah, but the player didn't want to join us, so I think it was from a Slovenian club. But yeah, so I'm still looking, but it's finding players that now are good enough to improve us that actually want to join us as well. And it's becoming a lot more difficult the longer that we go on here. Not the best first half, if I'm honest, but I mean it was never really going to be, yeah, that sort of game, was it? Matteo Martin is looking stressed. We've motivated him there by saying we're unhappy with him, so there we go. That's always a stress reliever. I find someone saying they're not angry with me, but there we go. We'll give it a little bit more time here and see if we can get anything going. Let's maybe try exploit the flanks, and let's maybe try and work the ball into the box, see if that helps us at all. Jenkins with a throw now, an attacking throw, which I'd like to see. Dazinski, he has the ball again, back for Owens, the youngster, back to McGonigal, heads it on. Matteo Martin's there, and his header just sort of lollies into the goalkeeper's arms. Lump it forwards. It's there. They've kept possession though. Maybe we're going to see a Molde highlight. It would be really disappointing. Oh, that is horrible. O'Halloran, that's what £500,000 buys you apparently. That is a disgusting error. Record transfer signing. And it's cost us a goal. I mean, the guy's got to be close to being offside, to be honest. The goalkeeper's got next to no chance with that. And again, a bit of a second leg, maybe falling asleep job here. Jenkins is looking apprehensive. Owens in there is not having the best game. Let's get Baker on out wide right for Ap Gareth. Not that Ap Gareth has played badly by any means. Let's get Sean Davies on for Matteo Martin. Actually, yeah, for Matteo Martin, who's flatting to deceive when he starts, to be honest. He was okay, wasn't he, in that first leg? But then, let's be honest, you know, it wasn't a difficult game to come into, was it? McGonigal's not having a great game in there as well. I mean, I think it's maybe a step too far for McGonigal. Let's get Kieran Topley in for a game. Let's play him as his preferred central midfield role. And then that's our changes. We'll leave Owen on, see if he can get something going there as a number 10. Demand a little bit more. Let's take it off, exploit the flanks perhaps. See if that helps us. It's been a very, very flat performance, hasn't it? Yet again, in the Champions League qualifier, we have done really, really well in the first leg, and then really, really flattered to deceive in the second leg. Is it a case of too many changes? I mean, that's definitely an argument to say that. But, I mean, we were in the situation where we could do that. It's good in a way that O'Halloran has made that mistake now, and not in a game that sort of really mattered. He's not particularly covered himself in glory there either. But, yeah, I mean, we're looking complacent and apprehensive and all those sorts of things, all the bad things. It's difficult when you've won the first leg 9-0, but that is a disappointment. There is very little way around that. I'm going to be... well, what do we say? You got away with that. Let's say that, perhaps. I maybe should have yelled at them for that particular leg, but I didn't want them to become annoyed because the tie was already done. But that performance was, needless to say, not good enough. And it is going to be Malmo in the third qualifying round. The Swedish champions... What have they done to get this far? They have beaten Dundalk. They've scraped past Dundalk and done okay. They've got some good players here. They're, of course, going to be mid-season as well, which is going to make it a little bit more difficult for us. There's sort of their key players. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more scouting ahead of the actual game itself. But that'll be next episode, guys. We will come back and we will play Malmo over 2 legs in the Champions League third qualifying round. And there'll be a Welsh League Cup second round there against Ryle, which I saw they were getting wound up yesterday, which is a little bit sad. But there we go. That's all for next time, guys. Malmo of Sweden, home and away. Until then, I've been Aussie Bell, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.